Okay, let's dive in. We're talking about those massive files today. You know, the ones, huge log files, big data export.
Oh, yeah. The kind that just refuse to open or
Right.
they crash whatever program you try to use. A real headache.
Exactly. Total pain. So we're looking at a solution, sort of a neat shortcut for Windows users based on an article by Khalil Shreateh.
Right. And the goal here really is to show you how to take these giant unwieldy files and, well, chop them up, split them into smaller pieces that are actually manageable.
Using just a simple batch script, which sounds kind of old school, but apparently very effective
It
here.
really is because, why bother? Why go through this splitting
Well,
process?
smaller files are just
Yeah.
easier, right? Easier to handle. They process faster in other tools. Your machine doesn't grind to a halt. It's about getting some control back.
Definitely. And what's really interesting, and the article sort of hints at this, is why it works so well. It's not using a fancy graphical interface that tries to gulp the whole file into memory at once.
So it avoids that big RAM bottleneck, the thing that usually causes the crashes with normal apps.
Exactly that. A batch script, especially one like this file splitter.bat, it works differently. It's using basic Windows command line tools.
Okay.
It reads the file sequentially, maybe line by line, maybe in chunks of bytes, but it doesn't need to see the whole multi-gigabyte thing at the same time.
So it's much more efficient, even if the file is way bigger than your computer's memory.
Precisely. It's a classic approach, just packaged up nicely in a script.
Okay, that makes sense. Understanding the how is good. So let's get practical. How do you actually do this? What are the steps?
Right, so first step is preparation. You need a clean workspace. The article says, basically, create a new folder somewhere easy to find.
Just a dedicated folder for this job.
Yep, that's where you'll put the script itself and the huge file you want to split. And it's where all the smaller output files will end up later. Keeps things tidy.
Makes sense. Organization first. And the script, the filesplitter.bat. Where do you get that?
Usually the article will point you towards it, maybe a download link. Sometimes it's on something like GitHub. You grab that .bat file,
And then step 2 is just put it in the folder.
put it in that new folder you created right alongside the massive file you're targeting.
Okay, so folder's ready. Script is in there. Big file is in there. Now what? How do you kick it off?
This is the easy part, according to the article. You just open that folder in Windows File Explorer, find the filesplitter.bat file, and double-click it.
Double-click it.
Yeah.
And then, like, a black command window pops up.
Typically, yeah, a command prompt window opens, and it should immediately ask you for some input. It'll prompt you for a number.
A number. What number?
That number is how many lines you want in each of the new smaller files.
Yeah.
So you're deciding how big the chunks will be based on line count.
Okay. So if my original file has, say, 1,000,000 lines, and I want files with 100,000 lines each, I just type 100,000.
Exactly. You type that number, press enter, and the script just goes. It reads the first 100,000 lines, writes them to a new file, reads the next 100,000, writes those to another new file, and so on.
Until it's processed the whole original file.
Right. And the new files, they just appear right there in the same folder.
Okay.
You'll see them pop up, probably named something like, your file part 1.txt, your file part 2.txt, each one having the number of lines you specified.
That actually sounds incredibly straightforward, almost too easy. Are there, like, any gotchas, things to watch out for?
Oh, definitely. And the article is very clear on this. It gives some really crucial advice. Number 1, backups.
Yes.
Before you run this on anything important, any critical data, always make a backup copy of the original file first. Seriously, that's your safety net.
Makes total sense. You don't want to accidentally mess up your only copy of some vital export. Better safe than sorry.
Totally. And the other piece of advice is testing. If it's your first time using the script, or maybe you're trying it on a different kind of file than before.
Like maybe a CSV instead of a plain log file.
Yeah, exactly. Test it first. Use a smaller, non-critical sample file that's similar. Run the script on that, check the output files, make sure they look right, the data's there, the formatting is okay. Validate the process before you run it on the real deal.
Test and validate. Good practice for pretty much anything tech-related, isn't it?
It really is. So yeah, this deep dive, it really shows how a simple tool like this batch script can make a huge difference with those problematic large files on Windows.
Right. By just telling it how many lines you want per chunk, you take something overwhelming and make it manageable.
And you understand it's working smartly, using those command line tools efficiently. Plus, you've got those essential safety steps. Backup first, then test.
Absolutely. So, thinking bigger picture, this isn't just about splitting files, is it? It's kind of an example of using simple automation, things already built into your system, to solve real, everyday problems.
Exactly. It makes you think, doesn't it? What other annoying digital tasks, those little roadblocks we hit every day, could actually be smoothed out with a clever little script or a command line tool we haven't thought about using?